I am an Army Junior ROTC cadet. I will always conduct myself to bring credit to my family, country, school, and corps of cadets. I am loyal and patriotic. I am the future of the United States of America. I do not lie, cheat, or steal, and will always be accountable for my actions and deeds. I will always practice good citizenship and patriotism. I will work hard to improve my mind and strengthen my body. I will seek the mantle of leadership and stand prepared to uphold the Constitution and the American way of life. May God grant me the strength to always live by this creed.
So my name, as many of you know, is Richard Banks. I'm a first sergeant retired from the United States Army. I spent 26 years wearing my uniform in boots. That's what we call it in the Army. I retired, went to college at Missouri Southern, got a degree. I've been working here for the most part since 2002-2003 school year. I had a brief hiatus for about a year and a half where I retired in 2014, but I was asked to come back, and the opportunity to come back here and teach at Joplin High School with people like you was an opportunity, I believe, that was amazing. You know, you probably wonder why I do that, okay? It's a connection with you all, because when you do that, you look me in the eyes, and we get a chance to have that personal connection. And I think it's so important that a teacher has that connection with the students, okay? And you also know that I care about you. And I know that you guys want to participate and do all that you can, 100%. The question on why did I come out of retirement to come back to work here? So if you can look around this room, this is why I came out of retirement, to come back to work here. It's because of you, people like you. The job satisfaction I get, the working with you on the drill teams and in class and stuff like this is not something that I could do just anywhere. I can get jobs all over this community or all over the state or all over our country if I wanted to, but there's nothing more satisfying than to teach this program to these students, to you. And that's the truth.
ROTC is a federally funded program that teaches young men and women how to be better citizens. And it does that through curriculum, and also really it ends up very much dependent on the teachers that they pull, and instructors have to be retired Army officers and Army non-commissioned officers.
I was in the Joplin JROTC program from 2013 to 2017. It was like a family, honestly. I mean, there was so much we could do, and so many people that we knew that we had met with every day and just worked with, that it was very enjoyable. So, its entire purpose is to make a better person out of everyone, better citizens, people that understand the value of teamwork and the value of a strong moral background and whatever morals you might have. So while other programs may be interested in a particular vocation such as music or welding or something like that, JROTC isn't interested in making you a soldier, it's interested in making you a better version of yourself.
JROTC is Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, but it's more than that. It's a confidence builder, a way for a lot of kids to find their own niche and to get out and learn about how to be more active in the community, active in school.
Well, I'm thinking back over 60 years ago, so to me it was training for the military, because we had just ended World War II and Korea was winding down, and Vietnam was starting. So they had a mandatory draft back then, and they were training people in the ROTC to go into military service. Most of them, young men, were in it, either in the ROTC or into sports. So we had a large battalion.
I was with the high school junior ROTC program approximately 21 years. I retired from the Army in 1988. I was a senior Army instructor at Wentworth Military Academy in Lexington, Missouri for 1 year. And then when the job opened up here in Joplin, I came down for an interview, and I was the senior Army instructor here at Joplin High School from 1990 until 2010.
I was in ROTC from, let's say, 91 to the 95 school year, so all 4 years high school. At that time, we had about right around 100 cadets. It would fluctuate throughout the year. It was a citizenship class. We studied history, we studied proper citizenship through the lens of like military style discipline. We wore our uniforms every Wednesday. We would do drill. We would occasionally go out for PE like once a week. Of course, we had our drill teams, our color guards. What was really interesting when I was going through it, it was also the 50th anniversary of World War II. So Congress had commissioned several ROTC units around the country to be like a special commemorative World War II color guard, and we did that, so that was a lot of fun.
Some of the values that ROTC has taught me is being more organized and more on top of things, because especially with being in the staff hour, you have to be on your A game, because our program is completely student run, so it's better when you know what you're doing and you're actually trying.
JROTC teaches you values such as respect, loyalty, really just your base Army values to be a better leader and to show other people the way, as opposed to getting frustrated when someone doesn't understand, to help people and just be a good citizen. My favorite memory would definitely be from freshman year while we still had a Raider team here. We used to travel to places like Fort Leonard Wood, up to Des Moines, Iowa, and we participate in these physical events. A lot of obstacle courses and running, but it was a lot of fun.
You know, being on time, that's pretty important when you have a job, and being neat and respecting authority. I think all of those things came from that, partially.
Well, some values ROTC taught me. Of course, honor, integrity, honesty. And now, currently, I'm working as a youth specialist for the state of Missouri in the Department of Youth Services. Basically, the kids that get kicked out of here because they get into legal trouble, I'm the guy to come to, one of our residential treatment facilities. And it's those very same character traits, integrity, truthfulness, that actually I try to teach them.
I have a lot of memories. Most of them are good from JROTC. I'd say one of the things I remember most is receiving the Superior Cadet Award 2 times, and that was one of my greatest accomplishments in the program.
But ROTC can help me so that I can break out of that shell and go out, meet the public, be with the public, speak in front of people. In fact, I went back to school to be a teacher because I actually enjoyed speaking in front of a classroom, which before I started, I couldn't speak in front of people. So, a huge impact.
It was really a stepping stone for the rest of my life. I mean, my instructors helped get me to West Point, and they're still helping me to this day. So,
it's one of the most humbling, rewarding things that can happen to a person. frequently when I go out and talk, even today, to community groups and things like that, I honest from the heart say that my 20 years as a high school instructor was the most rewarding 20 years I ever had. Doesn't mean I didn't like my 20 years in the Army. First 10 years I got to fly. The last 10 years I was in logistics, most of it overseas in Germany, Italy, Greece, Turkey, places like that. But right here at Joplin High School, that was the most rewarding time for me. People underestimate themselves. So a lot of times, a difficult student, what's a difficult student? You treat them with respect. You set boundaries. You give them consequences. If they choose to go beyond those boundaries, then they'll accept the consequences. And everybody's a human. Not everybody learns the same way. Certainly not everybody responds the same way. It's our obligation as professional educators to find what makes an individual student ticks and to build that up. Find the things they do right, not the things they do wrong.
Actually, it was my junior year at the St. Joe drill meet. I was an alternate for the rifle team. I did concentrate more on my studies, so I dropped out of rifle team. And a week before the drill meet, Major Osborne pulls me aside. He's like, "We need you as an alternate. Somebody can't go." So I went and wound up getting the Top Gun trophy. I was just there to fill a spot, had no pressure, and like shot the best day of my life. So
we are in the heartland of America. We believe in what America was founded on. We believe in freedom of speech, freedom of religion. We believe in the Constitution. This part of the United States is the absolute foundation for America. Here in Joplin, it's very simple. The people here are very patriotic. They want to give back, selfless service that I've talked about, and they have always felt it was important to support the military, even in the hard times during the Vietnam War, when ROTC was not very popular. There were several instructors and principals and counselors and teachers who had been in the ROTC program since the beginning in 1919, who knew it made a difference. Yeah, they went through some hard times. When I started here, we had 86 students. When I left here, we had almost 300 students. So yeah, we went from hard times to good times, up and down. But the community and the administration here at the school has always supported us.